This is a major breaking moment, and it slammed Donald Trump without warning. Pakistan made an unexpected move that torpedoed his night and sent an unmistakable signal to the world. What's going on, everyone? Abby Phillip here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back. I know these are turbulent, unpredictable, and exhausting times, and I hope you're staying steady. Be sure to hit the subscribe button right now because developments are unfolding rapidly, and what's at stake could not be bigger. We've been tracking this story around the clock, Donald Trump and Venezuela, and let's strip away the spin. This is about oil, pure and simple, nothing else. What's happening is unlawful. The president does not have the authority to take these actions. Democrats laid this out clearly on the House floor back in December. Republicans chose to vote it down. But January brings another moment of truth, another opportunity for Republicans to change direction, another chance to uphold the Constitution and return war-making power to Congress, where it belongs, not in the hands of one president. And after what came out of today's press conference, it's almost impossible to understand how they could look the other way, because the president plainly refused to rule out deploying U.S. troops into Venezuela. Actual boots on the ground, that statement alone should send chills down the spine of anyone who has witnessed endless wars. It certainly does for me. I've been there. I've worked in Latin America, and the reality is brutal. Jungle and river combat would be catastrophic for American service members. So ask yourself, why are we here? What is the real goal? Whose interests are being protected? Chevron's bottom line. Is that truly what American lives are meant to be sacrificed for? Let's stop pretending. Call it what it is, blood for oil. I've been saying it for weeks, and it remains true today. This has nothing to do with stopping drugs. The drugs devastating communities are not coming from Venezuela. The majority of cocaine flows toward Europe. And cocaine is not the substance tearing apart American families. That distinction belongs to fentanyl. And fentanyl is coming from China. This entire justification has been built on a false premise. The underlying motive is straightforward. Venezuela possesses the largest confirmed oil reserves on the planet, more than 300 billion barrels, offshore. Chevron holds the contract. The Treasury Department signed off. And this president is now following through on a campaign promise, one he made directly to oil executives, telling them that if they came up with $1 billion, he would return the favor. That's exactly what's happening. This concern isn't new. Months ago, Senator Rand Paul raised red flags. He warned about this very path. First, there is no fentanyl being produced in Venezuela. None at all. Second, the notion that drug boats are speeding from Venezuela straight to Miami defies reality. Those vessels would need to refuel countless times. In truth, they're heading to nearby locations like Trinidad and Tobago, just off Venezuela's coast. So yes, there are plenty of reasons to be deeply concerned, but the most serious question is this: when does a government gain the power to kill without limits? That authority exists only in wartime, and that's why declaring war is meant to be a grave decision, made by Congress, debated openly, and never rushed through recklessly. Because once war begins, lives are lost, innocent lives, and even in war there are rules of engagement. Drug interdiction has never meant open-ended military violence. It is a law enforcement matter. It requires proof, due process, verdicts, not summary killings. And now we reach the moment Trump never saw coming. Pakistan stepped forward and blew apart the narrative with a powerful statement at the United Nations. Watch carefully. We recognize the viewpoints expressed by Mr. Jeffrey Sachs and Ms. Mercedes Darcy. We welcome the participation of Venezuela's permanent representative, alongside delegates from the region and beyond, in this meeting. Mr. President, Pakistan regards the recent developments in Venezuela with grave concern. At a time when the world is already strained by multiple crises, rising tensions in the Caribbean pose a serious threat to regional and global peace. The United Nations Charter obligates all states to refrain from threats or the use of force against the sovereignty and political independence of any nation. It further upholds sovereign equality, non-interference in domestic affairs, and the peaceful resolution of disputes. Unilateral military action violates these fundamental principles and weakens the doctrine of sovereign immunity. Such actions establish dangerous precedents and undermine the international legal order. History shows us the consequences: instability, chaos, and outcomes that spiral beyond control for years to come. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to Occupy Democrats, stay informed, and help us stop Donald Trump.